What's up, guys? Happens when a laptop fails you. Okay, hold on. The chat's already been going for a minute. What the heck? I forget that when I post these things that it tells you guys. Alright, let's see. Let me know if audio's good. I know video looks fuzzy because I'm dealing with the old desktop instead of my laptops. I'm still waiting on parts. My laptop died, so... Which is funny, which is why we're talking about this. Kind of why we're talking about it, kind of not. But my programming laptop isn't what died. Let's see. Hey, Richard. All right, so let me catch up on this real quick. I got to catch up on... short answer, yes. I guess I missed part of the... What's on the drives, question mark. Thomas, it's going to be a hard drive partition 4 ways. They're just set up, equal partitions, 500 gigs, total drive. I can do bigger, I can do custom, I can do whatever, but I'm just kind of, I'll fill you guys in here in a minute. Jake did already pay for one. His is done. His is shipping out tomorrow. He's the one that sparked this. Let's see. Ah, dang, no porno. I didn't think about that. All my stuff's not on there. Dang it. You want 11 laptops. That way one fails, you have a backup plan. Correct. That's one option, Keith. Hello, hey Andres. External hard drives. They're SATA 2.5s. They're also available in SSD with new level in this one. Right. So you're correct, Keith. Drive failure. Okay, so I'm with Thomas on this one because in my class I even have a PowerPoint slide where I talk about this. I have 2 identically cloned Toughbook CF19s. They're the same exact thing, partitioned 4 ways, but then there's 2. I have 2 of them that just literally have cloned hard drives of each other. I don't have room for multiple laptops. A dual boot system would be nice, right? That's why I do it, because I'm in a truck, not in a big van with tons of rooms. Cool. What laptops do you guys recommend? I hear the Zeus is pretty good. I'm gonna buy 2. Hold off. We're releasing Thor next year. I'm hooked. Laptop fails. What up? Audio good, pretty good, all good, all good, all good. Audio, everything good here. How many laptops do I use 2 laptops in my truck all the time. Yes, I partition. Hey, Miguel. So, but that's what I run. Personally, what I run is 2 CF19s that are like almost the same model. They're just both similar. I mean, CF19s are all kind of similar. One's got a Generation 4 processor, and it's a Mark 5 generation of Toughbook. And then the other one has like a 5th gen i5 processor, and it's like a Mark 7. Or maybe even one's Mark 6, one's Mark 7 hardware generation. I don't remember. They're close. And I just take the hard drive that I have, I clone it, and then have 2 of the same exact hard drives. The other computer doesn't even hardly get used. It just stays charged. So whenever I need to, whenever like my battery's getting low, I just take my Toughbook back to the truck, plug it in real quick, pull the battery out of the other one, plug it into there, unplug it, plug the other one back in, and there we go. No, and I don't pay for any bare metal or anything like that. Bare metal, for you guys that are wondering, is a software you can use that will do your partitioning for you. I literally use the built-in Windows partition. It's very stable. It works very well. It doesn't add software to it. You don't have to add an extra little partition into the drive of something to hold that boot information. You don't have to worry about the software screwing up. I literally use the built-in Windows. You boot it up. Mine says like Asian, domestic, Ford, and I think my other one just says other. I think is what the 4 partitions that mine say. The ones I made just say partition 1, 2, 3, and 4. But they boot up on the Windows utility, so it's just I use like a BCD editor in order to make it work real flawlessly and real quickly, but it's not any additional software that you're relying on. So bare metal's good, but I like using the Windows editor. I don't like changing the MBR type. I like keeping it a regular Windows-based partition, no funky stuff with the boot sectors. Everything's just kind of, I keep it Windows-based because it's easier that way. It's a lot less crap to worry about, less stuff that could go wrong. Bare metal's great, but I don't know. There's no problem with using the Windows utility. If you know how to use it, it works just the same. Bare metal's not doing anything that Windows can't do already. It's just giving you a graphical user interface for selecting that. But anyways, like I said, I didn't even get to really start. I didn't realize the chat was already hopping. You guys are keeping yourselves entertained. So yeah, I made one for Jake. Jake B kind of sparked this. He wanted. I talked about it on my Patreon side with my Patreons. We were talking about. I'm going doing my programming class for them. They're kind of getting to see some behind the scenes stuff and some of the additions to the old class I have that I'm expanding my class to a full 8-hour class, and they're getting to go through it. So during that, we have lots of discussions about hardware and software and browsers and all that stuff. We're going through the entire thing from start to finish. The class is designed to take someone who knows that programming is a thing, or even someone that doesn't really, and then get them all the way to by the end of the class where they can successfully do most domestic and Asian flashes. They're fully prepared, and they're going to have some skills and information for if there's a problem, not just this is how you do it if everything's perfect. It's all the little nuances of stuff. And Jake was interested in partitioning his hard drive, so he sent me a hard drive, and I'm hooking him up, and then I went ahead, since I have other ones. Right, Eddie. But that's changing the boot type to like an MBR type. So bare metal does allow for more partitions than Windows does, but you're creating virtual type stuff, kind of like Neil was talking about, like VirtualBox. There's all kinds of software problems with using VMware, virtual machine stuff. And some of it's good. I've used the virtual machine stuff. I've used VMware. I've used VirtualBox. I've used a couple others. And bare metal does do that, but it changed the boot type. And there's sometimes when you're using other, like I've used Mini Partition Wizard. And again, you just deal with problems with that. And there's plenty of people out there that, yeah, it does change MBR, right. But that's the thing. I'm trying to keep this. The less stuff you add like that into it, the less likely there is for a failure down the road. And it's just, this is super simple. You really don't need many more than 4 partitions. I mean, if you're really out there doing everything, then yeah, you're going to need more than 4 partitions. I have a European European hard drive all by itself that's double partitioned. It's just, I'm with Eddie. I agree. It's just more stable. I feel like I like to use it a lot better. It's more stable. I'll just leave it at that. But anyways, so Jake wanted it that way, so I'm going to sell them like that. So I have a couple already. I have 2 already chilling. They're Toshiba 500 gig hard disk drives, not SSDs. If you want an SSD, it's more. I mean, but I'm shipping this thing to the lower 48 for $150. It has a pretty decent sized waveform library of my stuff on there. It's got some software. Some nothing illegal, everything. There's no Chinese rip-off junk on here. It's all OE legit stuff. Nothing that requires a license. So you're not getting anything, that you couldn't pay for already. But the big thing is you get the waveform library, and there's some stuff in there. It's all set up. It's all ready to go. It is Windows 7 Pro 64-bit installs. You need your own COA. I may, if I find a good supplier of known good certificate of authenticity of known good Windows keys, I'll supply them with it. But as of right now, they're going to come with no. They're installed. Everything's installed, but it's going to ask you for a Windows key eventually. But you guys can roll with that for a while. I need Chinese rip-off stuff. I know everyone. There's lots of guys out there that have sold stuff. I've got a good friend that has sold some stuff like that, that's had some stuff like that on it, and even he himself is like, nah, I'm going full legit. He just doesn't want to have to worry about it. All of us have. Any of us that have ever dealt in that stuff are pretty much going legit just because it causes problems if not. GS Novato, so the hard drive partitioned 4 ways, shipped to the lower 48 is $150. So you get this hard drive in an anti-static bag, bubble wrapped packaged. Hey Tommy. Sent shipped to lower 48, $150. That covers everything: the hard drive, the software installed, everything. Hard to live full legit. It is. It's expensive to go full legit. That's I'll give you that, SKO. I can tell you know the struggle. So I'm doing that, and then if, for SSD it's $250. I have a cheaper supply of SSDs I can get right now, but my concern is I say that I can do it for 200 or something, or 225, and then I sell a couple, and then I can't get them at that price anymore, and then I'm just boned. I know Tommy tells me I got to charge more. Buddy Isaac told me I should charge more, but this is I'm not trying to make a killing. I'm just trying to make a living, and this pays me for my time, setting these all up. So it's, I mean, you get some good stuff with it. You get some waveform library. You get stuff with it. It's not just partitioned out for you. You get cool stuff. And then I think what I'm going to do also is I'm going to supply a link maybe to like a Google Drive folder I've got with my other waveforms, so I can just update the library for you guys. That way you're welcome to have the library too. Tommy taking over the chat here. Gotta charge more. Not you. Well, yeah. Anyways, so make it affordable for people. But yeah, I'm not trying to make a killing. I just, I noticed that a lot of people are asking for these, so I thought this is a decent price. I feel like if I was to need a partitioned hard drive, 150 would be fair, to buy one. But in general, we need to charge more for our Diag stuff. Yeah. Yeah, gotta pay for tooling, Tommy. If you guys are watching this afterwards, you gotta watch the chat. Tommy's just going to town. He's mega trolling it over here. And yeah, I'm not trying to make a business out of selling hard drives. I mean, I just figure if you guys wanted to do partitioned hard drives instead of buying multiple computers because it's cheaper, you can buy. And these are done on a CF19, but I already put it in a Lenovo T430, and it was fine. It took a couple. Once you put them in, you're gonna have to restart a couple times, just so the drivers update, because it's gonna notice it's in a new machine and be like, oh, I gotta install drivers for XYZ, but it should do that no problem. Tommy. I'm done. Love you too, buddy. Tommy's a hugger. If you guys see Tommy, you gotta hug. Yeah, trained by text. That's right. I think the next batch of them that I put together, I may put like a bunch of trained by text links in the desktop or something for videos. Missed the beginning. What are all you putting on the partitions? Is this a limited time only kind of deal? I don't know. The partitions are just loaded with 4 partitions of Windows, some waveform, quite a few waveforms, probably a couple hundred waveforms on there in the library. I'm still in the middle of compiling my library and to be a little more organized. Tommy's trolling from his Chinese phone. I don't think it's going to be a limited time only. I mean, I'll just keep buying them and putting them together. And I mean, I can do custom ones for you too, but man, that takes a long time to do something beyond what I've already done. But I think they may evolve over time. They may get more and more stuff on them. And if they do, for you guys that already bought one, like I said, I'll put up a Google Drive folder. I'll figure it out. I'll find a way to get it linked onto something where you guys can go and see it, where you'll have availability to that stuff. Maybe what I'll do is I'll send a link with the receipt. That way you only have it if you bought it, and please don't share it. I know we all like free stuff, but if you're buying one of these from me, you get access to, as I add more stuff to the library. I don't know. I mean, you never know. This may turn into where I just have to start up a website and compile all of it on there. But for sure, anything I come up with is shared with Trained by Text. So, I mean, if you keep up with Trained by Text stuff, then you'll probably be able to. If I make it available to everyone, here, it'll be available to everyone on Trained by Text. So, yeah, Chris, sorry. It's just got. It's 4 partitions of Windows 7 Pro 64-bit install. No COA, so you got to add your own Windows key to it. I mean, you can buy them online for like $8 and $10. It's just, I'm not sure about the legalities of that, and I don't want to do anything illegal, so there's no COA installed. However you want to get your Windows key, you're good, however you want to come about that. If you've got, I got a couple old desktops laying around. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but there's a COA right there. I mean, that's a good one for whenever I put that computer together, or if I don't, I'll just keep it. But anyways, yeah, I've got a couple of them, and it's just one more thing. A friend of mine told me, hey, you should do that. A lot of people need them. So Jacob B got a hold of me one-to-one. He sent me an SSD. I set his up. These are very similar to his. His has got some more stuff on it because, you know, he's the first one, but YOLO. What about charging a small fee to be able to download info instead of purchasing a hard drive? I can put a new hard drive in my Surface Pro. I can't put a new hard drive in my Surface Pro. Yeah, that's the thing, but I'm not selling, so that's where I don't want to get in trouble. I'm selling you the hard drive. It's set up this way. It's not illegal to install Windows on stuff. It'd be illegal if I was like trying to jack certificate of authenticity numbers or something, or using a key generator or something. That's why I didn't want to do anything illegal. So it's like my waveform library. It's all software that's either open source or available to download for free anywhere. Some of it's old stuff that you used to be able to download for free, but you can't even find anymore. It doesn't exist. They had a whole big thing about buying those Windows keys, right? So I don't want to get involved with that. So that's why it's all legit. It's legal. No one can get trouble. You're not buying anything illegal. I'm not selling anything illegal. It's just set up, ready to go. And these are Toshiba hard disk. The SSDs will probably be Western Digital or Samsung. I think Seagate also offers some at a similar price. Oh no, that's too warp. Yeah. So Buggy says, how can we contact you? I put my email address for PayPal down the thing. You can just email me if you've got something specific you want. My business email anyway. So please don't, use it as a whatever email. But yeah, eRecycling was facing jail time over the lawsuit. Right, because he was, I think he was selling the Windows disk or something, right? But that's the big thing. I found, I'm not providing you with anything you can't just download for free, and I'm not selling you a Windows key, or anything like that. You're going to get a Windows key however you would like to do that, and there are tons of ways to do that. It's a legal issue for me to sell you that. Tommy. Anyways, it's available, so that way you guys that don't want to deal with installing Windows 4 times, and they're fully updated to the newest thing, and they're all set up. They're I guess one thing I should say about them too is all the power settings are set up, so it's not going to go to sleep. It's not going to turn the hard drive off. It's set to where the firewall isn't going to interfere with anything. The firewall's turned off. The Windows Update set to where it's not going to update on you while you're trying to do a flash. They're kind of set up, all the power settings and internet settings and stuff like that. It's got a certain browser installed. It's got a bunch of stuff set up that I like to set all my laptops up that cause the least amount of headaches. It just seems like that would be, that's what saves you a lot of time. You don't have to. You could do this yourself, 100%. I'm not saying this is something that you couldn't do, but you do get the benefit of, so waveforms. There's the Pico software is already installed. They've got some of the drivers installed for JBox stuff. He lives a couple of blocks from me. Oh, that's neat. They're all set up. They're not just a clean install of Windows and you got to do all the rest. It's all set up to where you could, out of the gate, start installing, some of the JBox software you'd like. Flashing stuff, diagnostic laptops. These are more set up for that kind of stuff. So there's not like video editing stuff on them. There's not junk. There's no bloatware on them. They're just installed with the right browsers, the right versions of browsers, up-to-date Windows with the right .NET. I think all of them have the correct Java. No, not sure. Anyways, like I said, I'm probably going to make a folder, a Google Drive folder that's got other, maybe even a sheet that tells you this is the right, information, just kind of information that's already out there. Like plug and play, nothing more to do. Yeah. And that's the thing, not everyone's computer literate. Gonna run the babies crying, TC Phillips. See you, GS. But that was the thing, to save you guys some time. That way it's not like I'm not charging $500 for some hard drive that you could do yourself. It's not worth you guys paying that much for that when you could do it yourself. But it'll save you a lot of time versus partitioning, installing Windows 4 time, updating each Windows partition up to the latest updates, and then going through and setting up the settings in each one to be exactly the same, to be set up and go through all the power settings. So absolutely, it's something you can learn to do. It's something you could spend time doing yourself, but I thought I'd save you guys some time, and at $150 I figured it was reasonable. But I would like to see other stuff that you guys always put on your computers or whatever. I mean, put it in the comments, put it in the, or I guess in the chat, in the comments, you know, things you'd like to see in the hard drives, so that way kind of got a better idea of what you guys are looking for too. Anything that I decide to add to a newer hard drive or whatever, I'll find a way. Like I said, I'll find a way to make a link. Because if you guys pay through PayPal and send me, you know, pay for one of these, I'll have your email address at the very least, so I can send you guys a link and be like, hey, I added some new software to new hard drives. Here's a link to it, or new waveforms, or new information, or stuff like that. So that's what's kind of important. I wanted to do that. But Jake's hard drive ships out tomorrow, unless I like magically remember something I needed to add to his. But his is all set up. His is ready to go. And then these two are ready to go. I got two here. These are both just hard disk. His is a SSD. He purchased an SSD and sent it to me. Chinese hacks would be great. Thank you. SKO. No way, man. Not getting in trouble with that. I don't even want to play with that. That seems like something that just would never end well. But so what else? Everything else going? Oh, I'm still. I guess I'm going to be self-employed for as long as possible. So I'll update you guys on that. I don't know if you guys saw the video where I said I got fired, but I no longer work at a shop at all. I'm 100% mobile now. I was pretty mobile before. I did quite almost as much work mobile as I was inside of a shop. Now I'm 100% mobile, self-employed, so doing quite a bit more, probably quite a bit more training stuff. I hope to have more videos available soon. Right now, I'm working on that, where I'm trying to make sure I make enough to take care of my family and everything, since I've got no guarantee or no 9 to 5 to go to that, it's got a constant flow of cars or whatever. I'm 100% mobile. Bought my CF30 off eBay with Mitchell and all data up 2014, where I need to send a laptop to you to have a partition so not to lose them. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what all's on there. They'll call you soon for mobile Diag work. Yeah, no, I've had work. I've been fairly busy, which is good. So that's one of the things I've been keeping busy. I've been ahead of the game so far, not having to go find a shop to work in yet. And I hope that's the way it stays. I mean, it is kind of nice having all my tools here in the garage. I had to do brakes on my truck the other day. That sucked without a lift. I forget how bad it is sitting down on the ground trying to do brakes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting calls, doing big things. Just keep that brain going. Yeah, I'm trying to stay busy. One of my kids trying to get in the garage here. Hey. No, thank you. Close the door. Okay. So, anyways, my 4-year-old trying to give me her leftovers. But yeah, I've been staying busy. Been going good. Hopefully I'll have a lot more videos soon. Like I said, I'm not videoing a bunch of stuff right now because I'm literally just trying to go one call to the next to get stuff done. I'm doing a lot of person-to-person marketing, a lot of shaking hands, kissing babies kind of thing, getting my name out there. So yeah, it's going great. Hopefully it'll be going even better soon. But this was one more thing I was thinking about, so my off time I can get these ready for you guys. But let's see, what else is going on? So I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Been diagnosed with PC autism. That's funny, Buggy. Oh, hey, Kuba. Didn't even see you in there. Anyways, yeah. So that, and then here in a few minutes, I actually gotta run in just a minute. I got part 3 of the J2534 programming video. Become a licensed mobile tech. Could you become a licensed mobile tech in your state? So they don't require licensing in Oklahoma. I have a legit LLC with business insurance and all that stuff. So I kind of just picked up with that, and that's the L1 Automotive Diagnostics and Programming little banner you see down somewhere. I don't remember which side it's on. I don't remember how the camera's set up. I guess it'd be over here. That's a legitimate business, limited liability corporation that has legitimate business doings in the state of Oklahoma. So that's kind of what I've been running on. I don't have to have a license to do work here, not like some of the states do. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I gotta get off here in just a minute, and because I got part 3 of the J2534 module programming class I'm doing. I think I'm on power supply parts now, so we're gonna go through some power supply stuff. That's over on the Patreon page. There's a link down at the bottom for the Patreon page. So when you get a partitioned hard drive, it wipes your original laptop. And secondly, are those hard drives USB, or they have to take the laptop apart? Yeah, they're designed to be installed in the laptop as a SATA 2.5, so you'd have to take it apart. Join class, so I just hit PayPal link and get there. I have a specific link to join class. Mark, I'm sure everything worked out great for you. There's a big need. Yeah, no problem, Angel. Buggy, it's on Patreon, so it's patreon.com/Keith Perkins. It's my name. If you look down in the description of the video, there's a URL for it, and what it is there's like a bunch of different tiers, and at the diagnostician tier, I believe is what it is, or I feel really bad because I don't ever remember the names, but I'm pretty sure it's diagnostician tier is the tier that allows you to pay for that, and you can see, if you pay for that, you're going to be able to see all the other videos, or you should be able to, and if not, I'll make it to where you can see all of them, but that have been done that month. So if you pay, it's per month, so if you pay the diagnostician fee for that month, and you'll get to see all the videos that were done in that month at that level, and the diagnostician one gets to see all the videos I do. So, and Angel, yeah, it doesn't wipe your laptop. If you pull your hard drive, this is where all your information is stored on your computer, your operating system, your Windows version, all your documents, all that stuff. So if you pull that out and put one of these in, it's going to look like it's wiped, but all your information is still on your other hard drive. So that's a little trickier to get all that stuff off onto something else. It takes a lot of manual time to move stuff over. Still have your original info and program on your original hard drive, switch back and forth. Some HDDs are easier to get the others. Yeah. Like Kuba was saying, some of them are a lot easier to get to. That's why I use the Toughbook CF19s. Crap, mine are in the house. Otherwise I'd show you. But the hard drive on some of those go inside of a caddy, which just holds the hard drive. And literally that caddy can come out in seconds. Like you flip a door open and pull the whole hard drive out, and you have to have the computer off to do that. Put the other one in, so you can switch between different hard drives and different partitions and stuff. Some other laptops, a lot of them you have to disassemble to change the hard drive. It's not terribly hard to disassemble, but it can still be a pain in the butt. Oh, thanks, Buggy. No problem, Angel. But yeah, I gotta go. It's like 2:30, so I gotta head over there. We're gonna start part 3. We'll see you guys next time. Again, I'm sorry I'm not only doing videos Sundays right now and just doing the talking. I promise there will be more diagnosing videos soon. I've got a slip light on my truck, so I'll be figuring that out pretty soon. Make a video on that. And then that smoke machine I've done some stuff with, some coolant pressure testing, and because it's a high pressure smoke machine, I did some tests with it to see, because I'm going to test some radiators off the car. I'll show you some of the fittings that came with it. It's kind of neat. So I've got a video I'm putting together with that's pretty neat. All the stuff I can do with the smoke machine, and it's pretty cheap for a smoke machine especially. So anyways, talk to you guys later. You can also make it external. Yeah, I may offer the option to make it external too. But I don't think you can boot from an external USB. Well, you probably can. Depends how your computer's set up. Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. I'll play around with it and we'll see, and I may offer it external. But all right, guys, we'll talk to you later. And for the guys that are going to be on Patreon, I'll see you in just a couple minutes. Have a good one, guys.